Are we starting herbaceously?
Welcome to my Dude Man Duo podcast.
Dude Man Duos.
We're back
In black.
talking about duo
Kind of,
stuff.
actually. We are in black.
I'm in like black. You're in like a grayish, a dark gray. I got my holy jeans on. You're always wearing shoes. Maybe you should start wearing shoes.
That's black.
I'm always in socks.
Maybe
But I got some pants on, not some joggers this time.
Maybe I'm a little nervous to show my feet.
What? You do have really big... No, your feet are fine. You got average.
I was scared.
Want to get some Yerbys? We can't have podcasts without some Yerbys, dude. Oh, I thought you were throwing that to me. My bad.
Ruined my group.
What are you doing? I don't want to open it. Oh, it's not carbonated. That's right. You're not that cool. Stop trying to pretend you're cool.
I mean, come on, dude. Ooh,
There we go.
You're wearing the watch.
Yeah, I got the watch out today. Well, I watched last time
I
too.
love that watch.
It's my beloved.
That's the one you got for your wedding, right?
No, I wore my gold citizen at my wedding. I think I wore this one for your wedding.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think you actually got it for. Did you get me this one? Or no, I think I got this one. You got me a different one. So yeah, it's great. I like
that
this
one's
watch.
pretty dope.
Yeah, it matches the black. Matches the ring a little bit.
Yeah.
It's good. It looks good. So.
Yeah. Anybody that knows me knows that I like watches.
Likes watches, a little bit of style.
Yep. If I had a lot of money, I probably would have a lot more watches.
It's probably a good thing you don't have a lot of money then.
Yes. I exercise a decent amount of self-control.
That's because you don't have any money.
I've got some money.
I have some. Today we just watched the Demon Slayer movie, Infinity Castle, last night actually. And we're here to talk about it.
We are.
It was an epic experience.
Oh my goodness. We would have gone sooner, but we were sick boys. In fact, our whole family's got the plague, except for our wives somehow.
Our wives are stronger than we are.
Yeah, so if we have a little bit of phlegm,
yeah, Mama got that little raspy voice.
Little raspy
voice
phlegm.
Yeah.
Then that's wise, because we've been sick boys.
Get it. But yes, we saw it a little bit late, but we were wanting to see it for a while. We love, obviously, anime. It was in our top 10 list. We're going to have a quick spoiler-free talk, and then we'll get into some spoilers.
We will warn you when we start to do the spoilers.
Yeah, we'll get a little spoiler warning. So, for one thing I want to bring up real fast is this is a movie for one, it's a movie instead of the show.
Whoa. Wait.
Oh, shut up. It came out in movie form, okay?
Woo! State the obvious. I mean,
well, a lot of people, they may not even know, okay? It came out in movie form. It's a 2.5-hour movie.
Just so you know, the movie that we went to saw in theaters is indeed a movie.
A moment of silence for your idioticness going on. You done? Now he's done.
That Robitus did not work.
No, it doesn't work if you get to do the coat. Yeah. It only kind of works. But yeah, so we went to go see the Demon Slayer movie last night, and it was about 2.5 hours long. It is definitely a movie to see in theaters, I will say.
Oh my goodness, the sound, the graphics,
dude, it was insane. The production of this anime, it's the most beautiful anime I've ever seen so far.
I've never seen an anime in theaters.
No, yeah, me neither.
Maybe I need to do it more, or maybe it's just this movie. But my goodness, dude,
it was an epic.
Oh, the music, the sounds of the effects, the fighting,
their budget was insane for anime. They had a $20 million budget for this movie.
It was all I could do to not shout like "woo" in the theater.
No, yeah, it was
I didn't want
epic.
to ruin the other three people's experience that were there.
No, but it had a lot of those moments in it. Like you're like, it's happening. There's lots of hype moments going on in the anime. I was really impressed. I knew I was gonna like the movie. I heard a lot of good things about it, so we were excited to go see it. But it just went farther than I thought it was gonna go. There's only one flaw in it for me, and it had some pacing issues sometimes. And that kind of lent into, I think, some of the backstory timing.
I agree. It did. as much as I loved a lot of the backstory work that they did, it definitely, the timing sometimes felt a little off, and it felt like they took too much time on certain backstories.
I don't know if I agree with the time part, but I definitely agree on where they placed it. Sometimes, like in the anime, that it would be like towards the end, or they put it in a good timing to where you'd get the backstory.
Yeah.
But in this one, it kind of would do it in the middle of combat. Sometimes it fell in nicely, and sometimes it kind of like, oh, we're here. Right. So that would be the only issue
but
that I had.
But that's like a very minor nitpick. I mean, would you say S tier?
Oh, S tier for sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, this was one of the greatest anime experiences I think I've had. I mean, it's up there. Like,
dude, how many times? Because I was sitting to your right. How many times did I look over to you and grab your shoulder?
Yeah, we were like. But yes, it had some really epic moments in the whole thing. There was moments where I was just like, and also the animation and the music timing on it built up hype like so much. Like we won't get into too much spoilers here right now, but like there was a scene where right when the Kaza scene's starting to go on the fight and the platforms are raising. And then they show like the waterfall stuff and the music going on, and you're like,
it's like, and the lights like
it reminded me of like Mortal Kombat or something like that. Yep. You know, where you're like, here we go. It was so good,
dude. Whatever the team was doing with the music, the visuals, they were just. They must have been drinking some herba mate. That's all I gotta say.
They were doing some amazing work over there.
They were probably drinking weird.
They're probably drinking weird yerbas.
Let's be real.
Let's be weird. Let's be weird about it. Because if you guys
let's be weird together.
Yeah, if you guys want to sponsor us by weird yerba. Given the horse is gone. The horse is gone.
Oh,
but yeah, it was amazing. I thought it was fantastic. We watched the dub, so obviously I know people like the sub, but I think it actually lends a lot to this movie because of how awesome the visuals and the fight choreography is. Because if you're reading the subtitles, sometimes you get taken out of the fight scenes and stuff like that because you're trying to read it. And I get it. If you do like subs, watch the sub, but I recommend watching the dub if you want to get the full experience of the combat and stuff, because it is unlike any other anime. And it's probably just because of the technology, and I imagine anime is going to be like this moving forward. So it's not like going to be the only one that's like this, but I think it's definitely showing what anime can do and how it's going to become mainstream. Because this movie, apparently it's at like 400 million, and it was a $20 million budget. Which 20 million is, by the way, is insane for anime. So it is an extreme budget, but that's like, what is that? Like 20x? They're and that's just now.
It's probably going to get up that's to 6. A good investment in my book.
Oh, it's probably going to hit like 600 to 700.
I don't know much about the math.
Yeah, but, it's up there.
I think the maths work out.
I think it works out, dude. It's so good,
dude.
I tried. I don't know what I didn't, but just watch it. I don't even want to spoiler talk free too much about it because you need to watch all the other anime though going into this. I noticed.
You absolutely. It's not a one. You can't just. Well. You could watch this movie and just appreciate the awesome like effects and sounds and sure, like, but you absolutely definitely needed to know the backstory.
You know the story.
They didn't do any recapping.
Nope, which is good. I actually don't like recapping. I
agree. I'm glad they didn't.
I mean, it's one of those things is like if you like the anime, you're gonna watch it, or even if you watch this because you go with someone who likes it and they wanted to go, and this gets you into the anime is a good way to get into it.
Oh yeah.
It's superb.
So good.
I was just hype afterwards. I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about it this morning about what to talk about and stuff. I can't talk more.
I had the idea in the theater that we should learn Japanese.
Oh yeah, dude, that'd be cool.
So that we can actually like watch it with the original voice actors and enjoy it fully and be fully immersed.
Yeah. That's not Japanese. Sounds Japanese. Yeah, but I mean, it would be cool. I mean, to be fluent enough to actually just like watch a movie and just be able to get into it. That would be some like life goals to get to.
Life goal, dude. Learn Japanese.
We'll learn Japanese in the next 20 years. So keep us accountable. But for non-spoilers, the pace, the only thing was the pacing issue. Everything else, music, combat, even there was a little bit of humor in there, but not too much. Like they had a couple little moments, probably like 3 or 4 comedic moments in the whole thing, which is great.
And they were well timed.
A little bit in the beginning to kind of loosen up, and then a couple characters, just lighthearted stuff throughout. But I mean, it was very dark, very serious, which is the tone that it needed to be for the epic that it is. And this is the first of 3, and you can definitely tell it's the first of 3 because, and one, it's extremely epic, but it's not even scratching the surface, I think, of what is to come. Just based off of the characters.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So
should we move into the spoiler realm?
Move into some spoilers.
Beep, beep, beep. Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler talk.
Spoiler talk.
So in this spoiler, what I want to do is I want to actually just start from the beginning, and we go straight to the end, essentially, stage by stage. Instead of going all over the place, I remember all the stages, just in case you don't. So, first thing I want to talk about is the intro to this movie. Was like we were talking about when it came up. We were like, this is a hype intro. The music, everyone falling into the castle, showing the scope of the Infinity Castle itself. What was your first impressions of the movie? Like, it was like the sounds of them falling, and then just like the different Hashira's experience. Like, I was just like, this is going to be epic. That was my thoughts. It opened the stage super well. Like, you get to see a little bit of each of the Hashira fight too, so you get a little bit of that. Not all the Hashiras are in this one, obviously. This is mainly about obviously you got the main character Tanjiro, and then you got Shinobu.
The water breathing one.
Yeah, Water Hashira.
I'm not good with the names.
I forget them sometimes. I should know his name, the Water Hashira. But I mean, and then you got Shinobu, which is the insect Hashira. We'll get to her in a second. Okay. This is like that's pretty much the first stage. But essentially, it starts out, they're all falling in the Infinity Castle at the end of the last Hashira training arc. Muzan's going in there and some weird cocoon crap going on. It's creepy and gross, but makes sense for whatever he's doing. So yeah, everyone's falling in and everyone's dialed in this anime. Like, they're ready, hardened from battle. They were all about to fight freaking Muzan until daytime, and they all get trapped here. So everyone's like serious. The only one that's like not that serious is probably Inosuke, because that's just his character. He's always excited about fighting. But even like Zenitsu, is like dialed in.
Dude, he wasn't a crybaby. I was like, man, this is starting to be a really cool character, because for the longest time, man, I had a hard time standing his crying all the time.
Yep.
And that's just a theme for me with most animes, is that those annoying characters that are crying all the time, it gets very irritating. But it's a big payoff. Yeah. Because now he's like badass, and I do love good character development.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked a lot about Demon Slayer, is the character development. He didn't stay the crybaby the whole anime. Nope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he grew out of it, where I feel like some animes, they just stick, they have a character that's got this like niche, personality, and it never changes. It's always the same.
Well, we'll see if he stays that way, because at the end of this one, he's knocked out, and he was serious because of what happened to his master, and he was mad about the Kakasu. Starts with a K. I don't remember the bad guy. Yeah. His other half, his other training. But we'll get into him when he gets to it.
I don't mind though if there's a little bit of that, like, still. Like,
yeah, because he was kind of funny. Yeah, I enjoyed him. The first season was bad, but he gets less and less. Right. But he is an epic character. The whole sleep thing is just funny.
It is pretty funny.
But he's also epic. Like he is an awesome fighter. It was actually kind of cool because we haven't seen Zenitsu since the entertainment arc, which is technically season 2, but Mugen Train after that. Mm-hmm. He the Swordsmith Village and the Hashira training, we haven't seen Zenitsu or Inosuke fight, so we got to see much more powerful Zenitsu got in essentially 2 seasons without him fighting, which was pretty awesome.
That moment when we're
skipping, but yeah, we'll talk about it.
Did the his new form?
7th form, yeah,
7th form. That was freaking.
That was epic,
dude. Like,
we can talk about that first, since we're already on Zenitsu. It doesn't have to be chronological. Yeah, it doesn't have to be. I just don't want to miss any spots. But probably the single most like epic visuals for me in the whole movie was Zenitsu charging up his seventh form. The lightning animation, him just sitting there like
just charging up, and it's like the lightning animation's like crawling out of the like
everywhere. The crackling from the sound, it is so awesome.
And the expressions of his what's his name?
I can't remember it either, dude.
But the guy that he's fighting, priceless,
dude.
Especially because he'd been talking so much crap about him.
Yeah, he's just
you can only do one form. All you can do, and then he goes and does another form that doesn't even exist.
Yeah, he created a new form.
Yeah,
he can only do the first form, and the other guy is more of like he can do all other forms except the first form. I know a little bit more about the manga, so I'll show you a little bit. Is essentially the first form is the most important form for thunder breathing, essentially, because thunder breathing is one of the most like physically intensive forms besides like stone breathing. It's all about your power of your legs for like thrust and speed. Because essentially, technically, breathing styles aren't actually using the elements. The elements are there as a visual for us, but like in the world, there is no lightning. It's all about the muscles and the body and stuff like that. So, but Zenitsu, his legs he got struck by lightning and it tightened his muscles and his joints. So he is uniquely qualified for that, but he's not skilled enough to do the other ones because he's not really good swordsman, but he's really talented in certain ways. So I'm assuming he would get stronger if the arcs are going to continue. He might be like Hashira later because of the way he's growing, but he has the master of that first, which is the hardest to master. Like if you learn that, the rest is cakewalk. And this other guy learned all the other ones, doesn't know the first one, so he's technically weaker because he doesn't know the hardest part. But he's cocky because so there's like a little yin and yang almost between them with the master, which was it was good plot development for Zenitsu and stuff for growth. Yeah. I thought he needed that a lot. So he was one of the highlights of it, honestly. I mean, the whole thing's great, but Zenitsu was awesome.
That was pretty awesome. And
the fight was pretty short. It wasn't a very long fight. It was a lot of just back and forth between them and a couple of little shots there.
For being a movie that was primarily action with good backstory development, I felt it struck a really good balance between having these really epic moments, and also having some moments that were like gruesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like if an anime for me, if an anime or any show really is just all gruesome all the time, it gets too much for me. Like I just don't want to watch it. But some amount of these like gruesome, just like
haunting,
repulsive visuals and haunting things that happen, some of it almost like deepens, it like shakes me up and then deepens my like or I don't know how to
it's tasteful. It's tastefully done where it's impactful and it gets you feeling, but it's not like ew. Like I mean it is gross, but like it makes sense in the story. I mean these are demons that consume people. Like they're very gruesome and tearing people to shreds. And
it was really interesting with the butterfly girl.
Yeah, we can go into the Doma fight.
Yeah, because like the way that ended was gruesome and
super
and like
haunting. Like it's for one, it's an epic fight. Like you get to see the insect Hashira kind of like Shinobu.
That was the sound and the visuals of her abilities. So cool.
Yeah, the one thing they did really well, and you can tell because it's setting the tone for the other movies, is like how number one, how strong the Hashira are, but how outmatched they are at the same time.
Right.
Because like mainly the upper three, are untouchable essentially. Like she wasn't even close to killing Doma by herself. Like not even close. Doma's upper two. And like so he's the second strongest demon except for Kokushibo, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But her weakness is she's not strong enough to behead demons, which is that you notice how her sword only has like a stinger. It's got like a stab, but she's got like a sword that she can't slice off demons' head. She's never decapitated demons because she's not that's not her strength. She's very intelligent, but she uses poisons to kill demons, and it works really well with the lower ranks and stuff like that. But she's never fought an upper rank before, and they neutralize the poison, so she's essentially like useless towards them. But you get to see her tactics and how powerful she actually is in speed. and she outclasses him in speed, but it doesn't matter because she's not able to physically surpass him. So it's like they did a good job of like showing the power of the character, and also just like how impossible it is for her to beat. And there's like, I like how it's not just like get stronger, fail, get stronger again, fail, get stronger again, fail. And Demon Slayer does a really good job as a shonen to like, there's power-ups, but there's death in this.
Yeah.
It is stakes.
Yeah.
Which feels really good. And she gets clapped by Doma hard. He's pretty much playing with her the whole time, and he essentially like absorbs her completely.
He's an interesting villain for me because he comes across as like, well, like what she said when she initially met him. It's like his presence is like almost kind, and benevolent, but at the same time very twisted,
psychopath.
You know what I mean? It's like I love when a show does villains well, to where there's actually backstory to the villain other than just like, oh, I'm evil all the time. Ooh, you know what I mean? Like, there is some of that.
That's Muzan.
You know what I mean? And I like the contrast. I think I enjoy that. It makes it interesting. You know, each villain is kind of unique in its own right. You know?
Yeah, they're all different. Doma's backstory, they get into essentially him being, he had like rainbow eyes and white hair as a child. So his parents put him as a leader, as a cult, as like a godlike figure. So he obviously, and he's a very intelligent child as well. So therefore he sees all this people praying to him and for help, and sees all the horribleness in the world and gets numb to essentially any kind of emotion because he thinks he's being pressed up to this deity level essentially. And then just like,
way to mess up a child, am I right?
Well, not only mess up, but like, he also knows it.
Yeah.
Because he's smart. And then he also he kind of leans into it and realizing all these people suffering, I can fix them. And he instantly becomes a psychopath and starts killing people. And him consuming them is him healing them in his psychotic head. He has no emotions, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like he just, all of his emotions are kind of fake. He's a psychopath, hardcore.
But he thinks that consuming them, they'll be a part of him, and then they can live forever with him.
Yeah, it's almost like an innocent kindness he thinks about.
Yeah.
But he's obviously psychotic. So it's a very interesting dynamic. So I did like Doma. I thought he was a really unique villain.
Parents, pro tip. If you don't want to mess up your child, don't tell your child that they're a god.
Yeah, that would probably be a good start. Yeah, that's not a good way to start your child's development. But yeah, they do a really good job on this show about like the backstories of the demons, and like not every demon's evil to be evil. Some of them are, but there's usually a reason behind it. Doesn't justify it, but it opens it up very well.
The martial art demon, what's his name?
Akaza.
This is why I have you as my friend.
Yep.
One of the many reasons is that you can remember things a little bit better. Akuza. Dude, that backstory, man. Oh,
so good.
It's a very common. I've seen that a similar backstory in other animes and movies even, but that it always gets me every time. When like the competing dojo like goes and kills the people that
no, dude, it's good.
Then when he went and he
just massacred
a whole dojo with his fists.
Yeah.
And I just felt his rage.
They do a good job. Another really good backstory they had was with the Upper Six and the Entertainment District arc with the twins. I don't know if you remember that one at all. You've rewatched it recently, so you probably do. About his sister. Beautiful sister. He was really ugly, but he was like good at fighting and protecting his sister. And
so my wife and I are working through the Entertainment District right now. We haven't gotten to that point.
So you're rewatching it.
I don't remember all the details.
Yeah, so I won't get into that, but that's another really good, compelling backstory. It was like the first I thought was really good one. But I mean, the Akaza story, like it was long, but it needed to be. I thought it was good. Like I said, the only thing was about maybe some of the timing of it. But he's a good guy, essentially. Like I thought it was a really unique thing that they did with him because he essentially kills himself.
Dude.
Like, I mean, Tanjiro technically beat him, but he's so powerful that he is becoming transcendent from getting beheaded. So he was essentially going to become unkillable.
Yeah.
So like if he did not decide that he didn't want to live because he starts getting his memories back essentially throughout the fight. Tanjiro starts unlocking his memories just based off of who Tanjiro is. He's a very caring person. And then you get his backstory slowly while the fight's going on, and then he starts remembering. He gets his head decapitated, and then he's not gone. Dude. And essentially the backstory starts from there, because it's in the manga they get a little bit more into it, but Muzan took away his memories because his memories were affecting Akaza growing as a demon.
Oh, really?
So he suppressed all of his emotions, because Akaza was a good guy. He wasn't a bad guy at all, but his fighting capabilities were immense. So Muzan took away those memories so he can make him his powerful minion, essentially. Which is another really cool way to show the evilness of Muzan in a manipulative way, because even all of his demons were not all bad. Like Akaza was bad because his memories were wiped and he didn't remember the love and everything that he had for his wife.
I like how they tie in the reasons for, like, his whole reason. He wanted to become the strongest.
Mm-hmm.
And despite the fact that his memories were wiped, there was that core, like, motivation, even though he had forgotten why.
Yeah.
That I like how they do that in this show.
It was cool, because that's, like I said, that's what Muzan left for him to continue to grow.
Yeah.
And just become the strongest. And he was getting there, dude. After that fight, dude, like, because I mean, like,
dude, the way they introduced him.
Oh yeah.
Just like
the fat, like just like, oh dude,
man,
the epic,
the
intros to some of the stuff, some of the fight scenes,
so sick.
Like, they're Gyu's the water Hashira. Gyu. I think it's.
We're really good at the pronunciations.
I'm not Japanese. But he was epic. Like, he was one of those characters you haven't seen really much fight too much. He doesn't have any like confidence, essentially. Doesn't think he was worthy Hashira, but I mean, he's pretty epic in this one. He did a really good job against. He essentially lasted longer than the Rengoku guy in the end of the Mugen Train arc.
Well, the moment that he gets his mark, that was pretty sick.
But they did another thing that just shows how strong the demons are, is like, no matter how strong a Hashira would be, they would never be able to beat Akaza because of the fighting spirit.
Yeah.
Like his ability to combat fighting spirit. When he got his demon mark and he became stronger, he was keeping up with like a couple more minutes, but Akaza got faster and stronger too, because his aura grew and then his was able to keep up and adapt with it. So it was like a complete counter to every demon slayer.
Yeah.
So and then Tanjiro unlocks like the transparent world.
When Tanjiro figured that out,
yeah, it was pretty sick.
Bro.
Well, so I think getting more into like a little bit of spoilers of some manga stuff, they might probably tie into this a little bit, so I won't go too deep into it. But the transparent world is, do you know who Yoriichi is?
Sounds familiar.
So Yoriichi was the first demon slayer, the first breathing technique user, sun breathing.
Okay.
And there's a tie to him and Tanjiro we haven't got to yet. I know a little bit, but not everything. His brother is actually Kokoshibo, which is Kokoshibo's the upper one. Who he looks like the red hair.
Yeah, with the eyes.
That's Yoriichi's brother.
Oh.
And he uses moon breathing.
Okay.
And moon breathing. We won't get into too much, but he's the most powerful. Like, people might argue he's more powerful.
Curtis is my guru.
Guru. I didn't read the manga, but I know stuff.
I am learning from you.
Yeah, Sensei. I'll teach you.
Teach me, Sensei.
You'll teach me other things.
Yeah.
You're my life coach, and I'm your nerd coach.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we won't get into too much about them. But Yoriichi is the sun breather, which is the birth of all breathing techniques come from sun breathing. And so his dad learned teaching about the transparent world, which was passed down from Yoriichi, essentially, hundreds of years ago through Tanjiro's family. So we don't really know too much about that yet, but his dad teaching him about not having the killing intent and everything, and he was like a monster when he got that, but his body could only deal with it for a couple minutes, and he just beheaded Akaza like that. The whole time they couldn't fight, but like a second.
I loved that moment when Akaza was like, everything's in my body's telling me that he's dangerous, and it was just like this transition. That was sick.
Yeah, not even worried about the other guy now. Now he's more powerful. It was a cool power up that they did going to the backstory with his dad, get a little bit more of getting just introducing sun breathing. We're not quite there yet. We don't know the importance of the sun breathing. They didn't even gotten into it very much in the anime. So a lot of people probably think it's just like a type of fire breathing or something. I don't know what you thought it was.
Well, because I'm rewatching it, they mentioned that sun breathing was the origin to all breathing techniques.
So they do get into
all the breathing techniques are basically an extension of originally sun breathing.
Yeah, because as Yoruichi started it, and then they all came from him. So, so getting to that, once Tanjiro is able to tap into that, he's going to be insane. But his body can't deal with it, you know. So it's like Yoruichi was like that form of Tanjiro, probably stronger all the time. Like there's like
that's insane.
In the manga, there's like the only person that Muzan's scared of was Yoruichi, insane, like scared to death of him, like he was screaming and crying away essentially because this guy's like the Yoda or whatever of it. So
dude, the Yoda.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be fun to see where the movies take it coming forward to get into that, but we won't go too much into past the movie. But yeah, that fight scene was insane. Akaza was definitely the shining star fight. It was a very long fight too, dude. Like it was like an hour fight almost, like with the backstory.
The way they did that fight was so epic.
Yeah.
And then there was that point where you're just like you're zoomed out and you're looking at what's his face? And the water Hashira and Akaza are fighting in the background.
Oh.
And he's like figuring out, he's trying
what's going on.
Dude, that was sick, dude.
Yeah, he gets dialed in. Yeah. Like essentially like seeing the muscle of the transparent world. It's a good little power up. I liked what they did there. So that fight scene was epic, and then essentially the way it ends, Akaza just gives up because he got all his memories back and he doesn't know what he's fighting for. He didn't want to be a demon essentially. He got his memories and he wanted to end his life and be with his loved ones essentially, which was a cool way to end because it's like you have this character that's you can make a character that's unbeatable that way. They kind of made one that was essentially unbeatable by a Hashira essentially because of the fighting spirit thing. So
well, essentially his only weakness at that point was daylight.
Yeah, just like
very
Muzan.
Similar to Muzan.
Yeah, we don't even know if Kokushibo has that strength, which I doubt because he was transcending. We'll see what goes from there, but yeah, he was getting stronger and stronger, and then that's the way they had to end the character by him getting his memories. I thought that was really cool.
That was really
made it different, not just a demon to defeat, but unlocking his story.
That's the first time a demon has literally just decided to kill himself.
Well, yeah, it just shows like the Tanjiro thing because he's like such a good guy and he brings out this in demons. Like even
during the train arc, like I rewatched it, and you know when they're sleeping and then they have the demon with his demon art, the pawns are going into their dream world and they go to their soul. The guy that went into his soul was just like, this is so peaceful, beautiful. And then the little like remnants of his soul are just like leading him over to the. You remember that point?
I don't think so. It's going into the memories. You're talking about the eyes.
So when they're sleeping on the train, remember that?
Oh, the Mugen train. I was thinking Hashira training.
No, the train arc.
Yes. Yeah.
And they go in, and so the guy that went into. Why do I keep not remembering his name?
Rengoku?
No, just the main character.
Oh yeah, Tanjiro.
I don't know why I can't remember.
No, it's fine.
It's fine
here. It's really good.
When they get into Tanjiro's soul, the guy, he just is completely changed by being in his soul because of how pure and beautiful it was.
Yeah,
and I like that. He's like that.
Tanjiro is one of the few like main antagonists of a shonen that you like. That's what I like about. I think that's what is a good strength about the anime because he's not super annoying. He's not overpowerful, but he's a goody two shoes, but in a good way. Like he's got good comedic timing. He's understanding. He's a likable main antagonist, which isn't always very common. Sometimes they're super annoying or stuff like that. I don't think so
overly corny or
that's Zenitsu. Zenitsu has, and his side have that, and he's a good wholesome character. That he's not an annoying character, which I like. So we'll get off into a little bit of side plot, which they didn't really get into yet, about what's going outside of the castle. They go Nezuko's being turned into a human, or they're working on trying to turn her into a human, which I'm assuming isn't going to happen. they're going to essentially come outside of the Infinity Castle probably on the third movie, I imagine, because Muzan is the only way to defeat him is sunlight, so there's no way they're going to defeat him in there. And then they're going to get the upper four, which is controlling the castle. I'm assuming they might defeat her.
That's got to be, yeah, when they showed that picture of the upper four, they're going to find her.
Yeah, they're going to find her.
They've got
They're going to find her, kill her, and then like probably they're going to come out, and there's going to be probably Muzan's going to go to Nezuko, and there's going to be maybe we'll get some Nezuko action, because hopefully she's not just sidelined, because she was getting pretty epic too with her blood demon art and her strength and stuff like that. And then also the children of the leader of the Demon Slayer Corps drawing the maps. Those kids had the hardest job in this whole movie, man. Dude,
imagine trying to draw a map of the endless demon domain.
Those kids are like prodigies, dude.
The way they like would occasionally go back to that scene, it was
give me anxiety just thinking about what they had to do. All the maps that they're drawing.
It was so cool. They're just like on mission, just like it was cool.
Man, his children are determined. He's a good dad.
Talk about Mission Impossible,
dude. Like,
where's Tom Cruise? Am I right?
What are these children, dude? I want to know that dude's father techniques. Like all his children are sacrificing themselves for this creator, and they're like sitting there, like the brothers, they're all doing the maps, and then his sister starts crying, and he's like, "There's no time for that right now." You know, just like they're just dialed in. He's like, "I'm the man of the house now." This dude is like. I like those characters. I thought those little side story that they did was really good with the crows. Yeah. It was interesting.
Yeah.
And I liked almost everything about this movie, dude. Like I don't think there's
I can't think of something that I didn't like about it.
Well, besides the little pacing, but it wasn't like a big issue. It was just more like there was a time where it was like, oh, okay. And that was like I noticed one time where they went back and it was like a long story, but that was it. But it was a home run. I couldn't recommend this movie enough. Like, if you don't watch anime...
It gives me a... Wait, it gives me... I give it a 2 thumbs up.
A 2 thumbs up. No, we're not getting into grading systems from you. It was an epic movie. I mean, A plus, S tier. Like, for anime, it was top tier. I mean, by the end of this whole series, it could be top 5, top 3 anime for me if they keep this up, because... It was epic.
It is definitely, the way that it's going. It's we did a anime ranking video. You could go check it out if you want, but it's probably gonna make it start creeping up to some of the top animes for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I'm trying to think of things that I enjoy more than. I mean, like you can argue that things have better story. I mean, Demon Slayer's story is nothing like groundbreaking. It's got its cliches, but it's like doing it in a good way, a little bit different, you know. But I mean, like if it's not broken, don't fix it type thing. It's different enough where it doesn't feel like it's being rewashed,
right?
And like Hashiras are freaking. Oh, I can't wait to see the next, because it was like they used like some of my least favorite Hashiras in this one, and it was still awesome. Like the insect Hashira and then Gyu are like the water Hashira. They're not. I think Gyu is kind of like middle. I think he's like 5th strongest Hashira, and and Shinobu is like the weakest Hashira.
Yeah, and we didn't really know much about Shinobu's ability beyond just like the poisons and stuff, and so it was really
her breathing.
It was super cool seeing some of her insect forms, because I'm like, how cool can insect moves be? But the way that they did
the freaking centipede, like chasing him, I was like,
man,
any other
that was so sick.
Like
dude.
She would never lose,
especially in the theater. You got to watch it in the theater.
In the theater.
The surround sound was so epic.
It played well. I seeing this IMAX, I don't want to go see it again at some point.
Yeah, like, I'm down, man.
Because like I want this is so
check
good.
us. We'll stream live from the theater. No,
let's get sued. But yeah, definitely need to see it in theaters.
Concentration breathing.
Third form concentration breathing. But yeah, I want to see them. I want to see Guillaume, and then I forget all the Hashira's names, but the Mist Hashira and Guillaume. Well, let's get into let's do a little prediction section before we call it. Who do you think's going? What do you think's going to happen? Who do you think's fighting?
All right, say it again.
Who do you think's fighting? Who do you think's going to help with Doma? Because number one, he's got the little flower girl with Doma. She ain't beating Doma. So, a little prediction of what do you think the Doma fight's going to be? Like, who's going to come help?
Yeah. I think it's going to be, for no reason other than just purely guessing, What is the name of the Hashira that has like the blue eyes and that is like normally super spacey, like thinking about clouds? You know what I'm talking about?
Thinking about clouds?
So yeah, I remember this because I just watched it. But when what is his name? What is his name? The main character.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tatsume.
No. No, I can't remember. We say it so much. Tanjiro.
Tanjiro.
Yeah. So many names, dude.
My goodness.
There's a lot of names. It's hard. We're not Japanese. It's hard. I get it. Continue.
I wish I was Japanese. That'd be so
sick.
cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, so when he originally goes and meets the Hashiras for the first time, and they're debating whether or not to kill him and his sister because of the whole demon breaking the rule thing. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but I mean, I know all the Hashiras.
When they introduced the Hashiras, this guy is just completely just looking at clouds. And it's like...
Are you talking about the guy, the snake Hashira? The insect?
No. Snake was... No.
You talked about the mist Hashira?
He was... Is it the mist? He was in the battle... he was in the battle at the sword...
The young kid?
The young kid, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With the blue eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know him, yeah. Let's just call him Mist Hashira, because I mean, I remember his name sometimes.
I didn't remember what his...
Nejiro.
I feel like it's probably going to be him, but I could be wrong.
Well, he's with Guillaume, so they're grouped up. So they're in groups right now. So there's the Stone Hashira and Mist Hashira. Then there's the Love Hashira and the Serpent Hashira. They're together. And then there's Genya? No, Genya's his brother. Genya's older brother, the Wind Hashira, the creepy looking scarred guy. There's him. And then who else? Is that the last Hashira?
So my thought was either the Mist or that guy might be there.
Okay, yeah.
I could
see that. Yeah, we don't really know too much unless you read the manga. I don't really remember attachments. So when it comes to the Doma fight, I think it might... For one, we still have the main... I think Zenet... Boarhead. I forgot his name. I said it earlier.
Zenitsu?
No, Zenitsu's the lightning one.
Yeah, you're right. We're really good at this.
I remember it comes and goes.
What we need to do is we need to have
like a prompt of all the names.
A list of a picture of their face and their names. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Inosuke. That is.
Inosuke.
It comes and it goes. So yeah, I think Inosuke is going to show up at Doma for one. He's doing something. He has to fight someone. There's no one else to fight, right? I think he's going to help with Doma. And then I think you're going to get the Serpent Hashira and the Love Hashira there because there's something with Doma and women. So I think that might be... I think there's going to be a big battle because... the one thing about the demons is like there's... Akaza was just fighting Tanjiro, right? And then Giyu. And he was upper 3. He is not... Even though he transformed, he is not stronger than Doma. The Doma and Kokushibo are the strongest. So it's like you have... Akaza here, Doma probably way up here, and then other guy like up here. So just like try to put that in perspective. I don't think they're close. I don't think it's like head to head. I'm pretty sure Akaza and Doma are decently gapped. So I think we're gonna get a lot of Hashira because there's essentially there's upper 4, which isn't a combat one. She's the one controlling all of that. We'll see if she has something cool. Maybe the Love Hashira and then the snake can fight her too. But I do think Zenitsu is going to go there and then maybe fight with the Wind Hashira or something something like that, because I think Guillaume and the Mist
should we place like a bet on this?
Yeah, we'll place a bet.
I'm very, very unconfident with my guessing.
They said this is
I will
manga,
bet you an Yerba Mate.
All right, sweet. I'll bet you an Yerba Mate.
Done, dude.
Okay, so you think it's gonna be? You think it's gonna be the Mist Hashira or the Wind Hashira? I think it's going to be the Wind Hashira too, I think, actually. I think it might be the Wind Hashira, the scarred guy. Because Doma's number 2. I think I kind of changed my mind a little bit. I think it might be the Wind Hashira.
You can't change your mind now.
Well, no, I added him too. Like, I don't think Guillaume and the Mist Hashira, I think they're going to Kokushibo.
Okay.
So I think maybe it'll be the Wind Hashira, and then... I'm
going to place my bet on the Wind Hashira.
Okay, then there's no bet, because I think we kind of agree on that.
Lame.
Yeah, where it's gonna go is.
Are you done?
I'm done, dude. I don't think so. I'm gonna cough again. But yeah, I can't wait for the other movies. Apparently, the next one's not until 2027.
That's the only problem with things like this.
They take so long. Well, that's why they're so good.
I don't want to wait another 500 years.
Imagine how much time it took to make that movie.
Dude, I know. I'm gonna be patient.
You don't have a choice.
I just don't want to be.
You don't have a choice.
I don't want to be.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be.
So good. I haven't had a good cinema experience like that in a long time.
That was really good. I haven't been to the theaters in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
There's not really been a movie that I'm like, that's motivated me to go to the theaters.
Except for like Dune. I think Dune was like the last.
Dune was, yeah.
That was like the last big one that I wanted to see.
Yeah.
This movie I've wanted to see so much. It exceeded my expectations.
Do you remember the good old days when Marvel was actually something that motivated us to go?
Started to forget about that.
I've started to forget about those days as well.
Yeah, after the Infinity arc and all. I mean, even a little bit before
after
the
Infinity Wars. Yeah, it was starting to taper off for sure, but we had to live it out for Thanos. For Thanos.
It was good. Oop, excuse me.
And then it all went downhill from there.
Yeah, Disney sucks. So that's why we watch anime. I don't watch anime strictly. Dude, with what's going on, they're at $400 million from a $20 million budget. It's probably going to hit 600 to 700 million. I think we're about to get into a lot of new anime. I think anime is about to tear up the US, and I think we're about to
let Disney buy any of these studios.
Disney's not going to buy anything. They're not going to sell the crappy Disney did. Disney sucks.
I mean, they sold Star Wars to Disney.
That's George Lucas won into billions of dollars.
That's fair.
He's probably done writing stuff. He's like, someone's going to buy $1 million. Fine. Literally a blank check just handed to him.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I mean,
I just really hope Disney doesn't put their grubby hands on anything else.
I don't think these are Japanese companies. So it's like other countries.
They used to have a magic touch with things, maybe you could say, but now it's become a cursed touch. It's like, let's put our fingers on it and destroy it.
It's just political movie garbage. It's all it is. They're not making good stuff. They just have agendas and opinions that you're just trying to push. Just make good content. Get actually people that like what they're doing. You can tell whoever is in the production of Demon Slayer, the voice acting, the animators, they love what they're doing. And they're given the time and money to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's a lot of controversy about, like, pushing, like, artists, apparently, in Japan. Like, there's a lot of stuff about... They were on strike, like
overworking the writers and the artists and stuff.
They might be overworking them, but they're probably paying them pretty good because what they deliver with this Demon Slayer. If other anime can do what they're doing when it comes to artistic, adding animation plus, drawing as well, like computer generation and animation at the same time combining, it was flawless. It looked great. Nothing looked cheesy. It looked amazing. I don't have anything more to say about it. It was so good. So.
It was so good.
It's so good. Watch it. Don't just watch it in theaters before it goes out.
Yeah.
It's the sound. The sound is huge.
It's amazing. Hey, let us know what you guys, if you did see it.
What do you think about it?
Let us know what you thought about it in the comments.
Predictions, everything.
Yes.
Talk about it. So,
yeah.
All right, we're out. Duos are out.
Peace.
See you in the next one, guys.